All right, so what's going on? We're gonna do something simple on this channel. We also want to do certain installs. Today we are installing a shift knob in a 10th gen Civic Si. We're going to be putting in an MPC shift knob, okay? We sell these on the website at wolfpackperformance.net. The two variations, this is a weighted. Today he is going with the black with the silver flake. We will have to insert this shift knob. So the way it works is these do take metal inserts. We don't do the plastic. So we insert them for whatever thread pitch it is on your car. I just think it's important to show a video on this because I think a lot of people might be tearing up their shifter boots, which is kind of what I think happened here. Either it was worn or somebody pinched it to try to bring it down and then ruined it at some point in time. So first thing you need to do is grab it by this silver ring up here, push that down. Don't pull on the boot. Push that silver ring down, holding the base like so, and it'll come off. It gives a little tug because it needs to stay up, but don't get frustrated with it and start pulling on the boot, or else you'll separate the material from the actual ring, and then you'll end up buying a situation where it's ugly or you got to buy a boot. So under here, you'll see we have the locking nut. It's a little bit different than the one we're going to be using. So we're going to go ahead and get that off. With an adjustable is all you need. So just take this adjustable, and there's one flat side and two round. There's two flat sides and two round sides. Just hold that and just basically like that, and the knob will come right off. All right, so it comes right off like that. So we have this shifter knob. It's going to be a similar feel, a lot heavier compared to this one. Around the same size, same circumference. Only thing is weight's going to be a little different, so a little bit more assist on the shift and a better solid more feel. So now that we have this off, he can keep that. There you go, make a necklace out of it or something. Now you could take this off if you don't want to use it, but you do have to keep in mind that the ring here attaches to the nut, not the actual shifter. So keeping this locking nut so that you can lock your ring back up would be important. So if you take this off and don't want to use it, just keep in mind that this shifter boot more than likely will not stay up. So we're going to use this OEM locking nut. Most Hondas are 10 by 1.5. So we got 10 by 1.5 right here, or just 12. No, 10 by 1.5. So we got a 10 by 1.5 aluminum insert. Also take this. Now you want to put the side with the slot in it facing you. So in the knob right here, and you'll see that this has also two flat sides on it, two round sides. Grab it right here, insert it into the knob, start twisting, hand tight first. Don't go gorilla in it. If you meet a little resistance, the threads might not be correct. All right, so you might need to either clean the threads because some of the powder coat may have gotten in there, or check your insert and make sure that the threads are not foul. All right, so we retrace these threads. Unlikely situation that you'll have to do the same, but it was a little bit of the media in there from the finish. So now the insert actually goes in there like it should, and now we will go ahead and insert the insert, and right there you see freely moves in there, and that's what we want. So what I will do is I'll take this insert, take a chisel or a nice flathead that you have. I like to use this chisel, is what I've chosen, and just go ahead and run that in there like so. And then what I'll do then is I'll test fit it on here to see if I'll have a little space to actually run it down and it tightens up. And if I don't like the spacing between that and the locking nut, then what I'll find myself doing is we'll probably do a double up. Well, I'll run the nut in there and then I push that back down. There we go, that's enough. That should be enough height. Put that down in there. Now, right there I got a collar, steel collar. You can get that at Home Depot or anywhere. 1.5. Put this on next to run that down onto that. And pretty much you'll snug it up. And then what you'll finally do, because there's no orientation on this knob, and then you'll run your nut up like that, and now we have enough clearance between the knob and the neck for the neck to slide up. So at this point in time, it's time to just go ahead and tighten down on the locking nut. to lock the knob in place. You don't have to gorilla fuck it, so just snug it up. Don't go fucking crazy. Now you'll take your boot, push this back up in position, and bow. You have an install that looks like the other shift knob without an excessive gap, without your boot hanging down, and that's how you get it done, okay? So if you need that look, like I said, you'll go ahead and I'll run the insert in when I send it to you anyway, but you'll run you a little 10 by 1.5 collar, brass collar down there to give you a spacer between the knob insert and the locking nut, and then you'll run the locking nut up, and now you have the right space to go ahead and put your boot up, and now, boom. There you go. So that's how you install MPC shift knobs. I do most of the work for you when I put the inserts in there before it gets to you, but these are some tips and tricks that you can use to try to get a good enough install on your car. So you know what I say? Just build it. Peace.